Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with the U and not an E, so don't get it twisted. Today we are on episode 21. We're moving right along, okay? And we are going to be doing barbecue meatloaf. So if you like meatloaf, you will probably like the barbecue meatloaf even better. Okay? So this show is for people who have macronutrient restrictions, like diabetics, people with high blood pressure, people with high cholesterol. And then it's also for people who are pescatarians, vegetarians, and just watching all their loveliness on their figures. Okay. So if you have some, and also for people who have allergies, like nut allergies, gluten allergies, I got a recipe for everybody just about now. Like I said before, I have met a few people that I just couldn't help. And I feel so bad because Grandma heard you like helping people, you know. So anywho, but I'll say at least 99% of you, I can help you some kind of way to still enjoy your food while you have a restriction. Why shouldn't we be able to eat? Okay? Why should we have to have nasty food? We don't want no nasty food. No, we want some good food. And that's what Grandma Hershey here for. All right? So, I usually give my spiel about why I started this, but this time I typed it out for you so you can read it. All right? Or go back and watch those other 20 episodes and you'll know exactly why I started this show. All right? Plus, I'm having fun. Anywho, so today, our helpful hint or tip or whatever you want to call it is going to be about salt. All right. So my I want to shout out to my sport mentor, John. He was telling me about this kosher salt. And I'm going like, okay, let me check that out. So I'm glad I did. So anyway, I want to tell you the difference between the sodium. There you go, bloopers. There you go. I didn't know what it was going to be. You know how they go. That's a live show. You get what you get. So, anywho, regular salt, with the girl with the umbrella, it has 590 milligrams of sodium. Oh, that's not good when you have high blood pressure. All right. Then, my favorite is the Mediterranean sea salt. Well, it was my favorite. And it only has 390 milligrams of sodium. That's 200 less than the girl with the umbrella. All right. Now, this kosher salt by Diamond Crystal. I keep wanting to say Blue Diamond. I don't know why, but it's Diamond Crystal. And it only has 280 milligrams of sodium. Man, and it tastes like salt. I taste it. Okay. So my new favorite is the kosher salt. So I just want to let you know, if you have high blood pressure and you trying to watch your sodium intake, try using that kosher salt. And Diamond Crystal, if you're looking for somebody to endorse, here I am. All right. Anywho, so also with this barbecue meat and any other barbecue that you might want to cook, I suggest using the Zarda, Zarda barbecue sauce because it's low in sugar, it's low in sodium, and it still tastes good. All right. So Zarda, if you listen, I'm open for an endorsement. Okay. Anywho, so I want to give a shout out to Mr. Pico. I don't know his real name, but it's a young man that I met at the dentist. And I was telling him about the show, and I shared my car with him. And he watched my show last week and gave me a nice compliment. He said I was a nice lady. I appreciate you, Pico, because I love it when young kids tell me that I am a nice person. I really try to hold conversation with the youngsters because they really do want to talk to us, but sometimes they don't know if they can. So if you got a frown on your face, they're not going to talk to you. If you smiling and you listen, then you can get a good conversation out of a kid and understand where they're coming from. Okay. And you may learn something just like they may learn something from you. Let's keep the communication open with our kids. All right. They need us and we need them. All right. So another shout out is to my friend Terry. He told me he'd be watching my show. And see, I can tell who watched my show and who don't. People who don't tell me something I did or said are not watching my show. But they always want to come up with some kind of suggestion. Watch the show and you'll see I'm already doing these suggestions. Anywho, we ain't going there. It ain't about. Also, if you had a birthday this past week, but if you did, I want to say happy birthday to you. All right. I love birthdays because that means we lived a whole nother year. Everybody didn't make it. I don't mind telling my age. I'm 65 years old. All right. Don't be embarrassed about telling your age. You made it another year. Everybody didn't make it. Be happy. Be proud. All right. So anyway, I want you guys to look at those thumbs and click that thumbs up. Then, if you have not subscribed, go to subscribe, click it. And when you see that black bell at the top, click that bell. That way, every time I come on, you will get a notice that I'm coming on. All right? We don't want you to miss nothing here at Grandma Hershey. All right? So, anyway, let's make this recipe because time is of the essence around here and we don't have all day. All right? So, what you're going to need is some oil spray. And you're going to take a loaf pan and you're going to spray it with your oil spray, which I already did. You know how I roll around here. We don't have all that. So then what you're going to need next is some ground turkey. That's right. I said it. This is not your ground beef because people with high cholesterol can't have a lot of beef. All right. So this is your ground turkey. And I guarantee you it's going to taste good. All right. So you want your ground turkey, 1 pound in this case. And I like to use the Butterball in the package because it tastes better. If you get that roll with that nasty sausage, ground turkey, you're not going to like this meatloaf. I tried it. It was disgusting. Get you some Butterball, all right, in that little package. It's a little more expensive. Catch it on sale and stock up on it. So we're going to take 1 pound of this ground turkey. Then we're going to take 3 of those little mini sweet peppers. You know, the ones that got the red and the orange and the yellow. Because they taste sweet. Now, if you want bell pepper, you can use that too. But let me tell you a secret. Grandma Hershey didn't have no bell pepper. All right. So she used the sweet peppers. Now, you didn't get that me. All right. But you want 3 of those mini bell peppers and you want a sweet onion, half of a small sweet onion. Okay, it might say Peruvian, it might say Vidalia, but whatever it is, they're sweet and they're the same onion. All right, so get that, and then you're going to take a teaspoon of your Mrs. Dash onion and herb, and a teaspoon of your Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. You know I like my Mrs. Dash now. So don't go out there and get some stock up, all right? Because almost every recipe I make, I'm going to have it in there, all right? So, and then you want to take 1/8 teaspoon of our new kosher salt. Then you're going to have 1 egg, 5 Ritz crackers, the one that says hint of salt, okay? And then you're going to crush them up. Like I crushed all but one so I can show you how easy it is. Just taking your fingers and crushing it. You don't need no hammer. You don't need no mallet. You don't need no plastic bag. Just take it and crush it up. It's just that simple. All right. And you only need 5. All righty. Then the other thing is going to be a 1/4 cup of your barbecue sauce that's going inside. And then when it's practically done, you're going to have another 1/4 cup that's going to go on top for the glaze. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. So first thing, after you have your ingredients, you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. All right. Then you're going to spray your loaf pan. I said that earlier. You know how it works around here. Anywho, spray the pan. Then you're going to take your peppers, onion, and you're going to chop it or dice it, whichever size you want, and then you're going to saute it. So I already got it sauteed, and I guess what I could do is just start putting stuff in this bowl. So let's go ahead and put the ground turkey in the bowl. 1 pound of ground turkey coming right up. Then we're going to have the chopped up sauteed bell sweet peppers and the sweet. Okay, everything's sweet around here. including me. Oh, put that in there. Then you're going to take those seasonings that I talked about. Let me say it again in case you forgot. It's 1 teaspoon of the Mrs. Dash garlic and herb, 1 teaspoon of the Mrs. Dash onion and herb, 1/8 teaspoon of the kosher salt. All right, sprinkle that on top. Then, after you do that, that's when you want to add your egg. Just 1 egg, okay? 1 egg for each pound. We're gonna add this egg in there. You can beat it first if you want to, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. That's your egg. Do what you want with it. All right. Then you want these cracker crumbs. All right. Some people might want to use breadcrumbs. That's fine too. It's your meatloaf. Do what you want to do. All right. So then, and then our 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. All righty. Stick that in there. Then we're going to stir it all together. Everybody's at the party. Let's get everybody in. We won't leave nobody out. Stir it all in there. Now, if you like getting down dirty, you want to put your hands in there and mix it all together, you're welcome to do that. You know, Grandma Hershey don't like stuff on her hands, so she's going to use a spoon. All right, but you do what you want, boo. That's your meatloaf. All right. So we're going to stir it all in here together. There we go. It's all getting blended very well. Then we're going to pour it into our meatloaf pan. Now, I'm so used to having 2 pounds that I use the big pan. It'll work out. I really should use a smaller pan. But it's going to work out, okay? So we're going to put this ground turkey mixture in the pan. Get on in there. Don't want nothing to fall out. There we go. Stick them in that pan. And then we're going to use the spoon to get it shaped like a loaf. And the pan helps you because it's already shaped like a loaf. All right. Then, when you put it in the oven, you are going to bake it for 30 minutes. Now, ground beef might take longer, but this is ground turkey. You're going to bake it for 30 minutes. Then, you are going to drain it if you have any kind of liquid. You're not going to get much out of ground turkey. Now, beef, you're going to have a lot. So, if you do have a lot, then drain it. Because if you get the cheap turkey, because I get the 85%, you get the cheap stuff, you're going to get a whole lot of liquid. So, then you're going to drain it. Then you're going to put your sauce on top, the other sauce, and then you're going to bake it for another 25 minutes. And then, this is what you're going to have. When all that's done, it's still kind of hot. You are going to have this beautiful barbecue meatloaf. Now, you know Grandma Hershey want to make sure it's not poison. All right, so let's taste it. Let's do a little slice. Get this over here. Come on over. We're going to get us a little slice. You see me? I don't want to block your view. Okay. Get us a little slice. It's a little slice right here. Oh, I forgot to tell you the nutrients, didn't I? Okay, so the calories for 1/8, because you're going to divide it into 8 slices. This was not quite an 8. Anyway, we just tasted it. So the calories for 1 slice is 155. That's not bad, huh? Then your saturated fat is only 2.8. Then your cholesterol is 63.1, which is not bad when you're talking about meat, because meat has cholesterol. That's just how it works. But you're trying to get it as low as possible. Then your sodium is only 127.3. That's good for us little folks with a high blood pressure. All right. Then your carbs is only 7.1. It's good for you carb watchers. And your sugar is 3.5 with the barbecue sauce. That's why I say use Zarda, because it's going to have a lower sugar count. All right. And when you try to keep all this loveliness or find your schoolgirl, schoolboy figure, you want low sugar. All right. And if you're diabetic, you really want low sugar. And then the protein is 10.5 per slice. That is not too shabby, huh? But you're going to get protein in meat. That's just how they roll. All right. So let's taste it. And let's see what Grandma Hershey talking about. Plus, we don't want to make sure it's not poison. And can you see like the peppers? Let me get a piece that got the pepper because it kind of make it cute. And that way, if you have children who don't like to eat their vegetables, you can sneak the vegetables in. Long as you cut it and saute it. They don't want no hard rock onions, all right? So let's taste it. Mm-hmm. Like I told you last week, I call this hook 'em meatloaf. If you don't have a mate, you can find one making this meatloaf. Okay. Let me take another piece. Oops. Trying to fall off. Mm-hmm. Hook 'em meatloaf it is. I'm telling you. So, next week, we are going to be making cheesy garlic mashed potatoes. And you can have that to go with your meatloaf. So next week you can make this meatloaf along with some cheesy garlic mashed potatoes, and you're gonna really hook them. I'm telling you, because the way to everybody's heart is through their stomach. They say that about a man, but that's also for a woman. We like to eat. You can tell by looking at me. Anywho, that's what we gonna have next week. So what I need you to do, in case you didn't do it in the beginning, I need you to like with the thumbs up, subscribe with the black bell, and then share this recipe with everybody you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, and share it with your enemies because everybody got to eat. All right. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again next week. And remember that I love you and I appreciate you, and I thank you for stopping by. You have a great week, and I will see you next week. All right? Mwah! Love you.